For over 2,000 years, a mysterious bronze device lay hidden beneath the Aegean Sea until a chance discovery revealed what many now call the world's first computer. Recovered from a Roman-era shipwreck near the Greek island of Antikythera, the strange, corroded fragments baffled archaeologists from the moment they were found. At first glance, it looked like nothing more than a decayed lump of bronze and wood, shattered into dozens of pieces by centuries underwater. But as conservators carefully removed layers of marine growth, they noticed something extra: precision-cut gears, unlike anything known from the ancient world. The discovery shocked historians. No other complex gear mechanism existed in the Mediterranean for at least another 1,000 years. Early researchers believed the device must have been a navigational tool, perhaps used to calculate the position of the stars for ancient sailors. But the truth was far more advanced. As X-ray imaging evolved, scientists realized the machine contained at least 30 interlocking bronze gears. Each gear was crafted with incredible precision, some with over 200 fine teeth-and-matched craftsmanship for 2nd century BCE Greece. The gears were designed to move in perfect ratios, allowing the device to track celestial cycles with remarkable accuracy. Researchers soon uncovered what the device actually did. It predicted eclipses, charted the movements of the sun, moon, and planets, and modeled the entire ancient cosmos. With a single turn of a hand crank, ancient scholars could simulate years of astronomical motion in seconds. Mechanical model of the universe itself. This was not just technology. It was philosophy in motion on, attempt to capture celestial harmony through engineered precision. To understand its genius, researchers analyzed the device's inscriptions. Over 2,000 ancient Greek characters were etched onto its surfaces. These inscriptions acted like a user manual, describing which cycles the gears controlled, from lunar phases to eclipse predictions and planetary motions. One inscription described the Rhodes cycle, a repeating 18-year pattern of eclipses known to Babylonian astronomers, but rarely mechanized. Another inscription referenced the Metonic cycle, a 19-year period aligning lunar months with solar yearski for ancient calendars and rituals. By encoding these cycles into gears, the device transformed abstract astronomical knowledge into a physical, interactive system. When reconstructed digitally, the mechanism's main dial reveals the moon's phases with astonishing accuracy, even accounting for its irregular orbit. A secondary dial tracks solar and lunar eclipses, warning ancient users of upcoming celestial events, something considered divine and mystical. Some researchers believe the mechanism also displayed the movements of Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn, the known planets of its time. If true, this would make the mechanism the earliest known device capable of modeling the motion of multiple planet centuries. Before similar machines appeared in Europe, modern researchers compare it to a mechanical orrery, a type of astronomical clock thought to originate in the Renaissance, not ancient Greece. Yet the Antikythera Mechanism predates these by more than a millennium, suggesting that ancient science was far more advanced than previously believed. The device's complexity raised a new question. Who could have built such a marvel when no other known examples survive from that era? Some scholars point to Hipparchus, the great Greek astronomer who pioneered mathematical models of the moon's motion. Around 150 BCE, Hipparchus discovered the moon's elliptical orbit and varying speeds details, encoded directly into the mechanism's lunar gearing system. Others argue the concept came from the Stoic philosopher Poseidon, who was known to construct sophisticated astronomical instruments. Posidonius lived on Rhodes, a center of Hellenistic science and engineering, possibly the origin of the mechanism's workshop. Ancient texts even mention devices resembling automated celestial models created by Archimedes, though none have survived. If Archimedes or his followers influenced the design, the Antikythera Mechanism may be the last surviving remnant of a forgotten scientific tradition. To uncover more clues, researchers analyzed the shipwreck itself. The vessel was a massive Roman cargo ship from the 1st century BCE. It carried luxury goods, bronze statues, glassware, jewelry, and fine pottery, suggesting the passengers were wealthy elites or scholars. The mechanism was likely packed inside a wooden box with dials on the outside, functioning like an ancient portable calculator. The ship may have been transporting the device from Rhodes to Rome, where wealthy patrons collected scientific instruments and rare devices. Some believe it was intended for a high-ranking Roman official, perhaps even Julius Caesar, who was fascinated by astronomy and calendars. Others argue the mechanism belonged to a Greek astronomer traveling to Rome to share knowledge with the intellectual circles there. The shipwreck sank near Antikythera during a violent storm, scattering its treasures across the seabed where they remained untouched for centuries. It wasn't until 1900 that sponge divers accidentally discovered the wreck, hauling up statues, coins, and strange, corroded fragments. Among these fragments was the device that would rewrite our understanding of ancient technology, though its significance wasn't known at first. Only when the gears were identified did researchers realize the artifact held secrets that challenged the timeline of human innovation. Early attempts to study the device were limited by technology. Researchers could only observe surface details, leaving its inner structure a mystery. Everything changed when advanced X-ray tomography was applied. Scans revealed hidden gears, inscriptions, and compartments not visible before. These digital scans allowed scientists to reconstruct the mechanism layer by layer, revealing its astonishing internal architecture. One of the most surprising discoveries was a differential gear system thought to be first used in modern clocks nearly 1,000 years later. Differential gears allowed two rotational inputs to combine into one output, a concept incredibly advanced for ancient engineers. This mechanism used the differential system to represent the moon's irregular orbit, accurately modeling its speeding up and slowing down. The gear ratios were so precise that modern engineers praised the mechanism as an ancient Swiss watch, handcrafted with mathematical perfection. The scans also revealed hidden inscriptions on the back panel that listed eclipse warnings, complete with color predictions for the event. The mechanism even included a spiral dial that mapped out 223 lunar months, allowing ancient users to anticipate future eclipses with accuracy. The eclipse dial also marked whether an event would occur during a full moon or new moon, helping ancient observers interpret celestial omens. In the ancient world, eclipses were seen as messages from the gods. A device that could predict them was nothing short of revolutionary. The mechanism's front panel displayed the zodiac, showing the sun's movement across constellations throughout the year. A rotating pointer indicated the sun's position, allowing users to determine the date, season, and major festivals tied to the agricultural calendar. Another dial tracked the moon's phase, showing its waxing and waning with extraordinary precision for a hand-cranked device. Researchers found that the mechanism modeled the moon's variable speed using a pin and slot gear system, an elegant engineering solution. This intricate gearing reflects mathematical knowledge far ahead of its time knowledge. Historians once believed ancient societies lacked. Some scholars suggest the mechanism illustrates a lost era of technological advancement, one where similar devices may have been more common. However, bronze was expensive, and such instruments may have been rare, reserved for scholars, navigators, or wealthy patrons. Most of these devices were likely melted down over the centuries, making the Antikythera Mechanism a rare survivor of ancient innovation. The device's sophistication also raises cultural questions. Why did such advanced mechanical knowledge disappear for over 1,000 years? Some blame the decline of Hellenistic science after the Roman conquest, as workshops and schools on Rhodes and Alexandria lost support. Others argue the knowledge was preserved but never widely reproduced due to cost, secrecy, or limited literacy. Among the population, the fall of Greek city-states, combined with shifting political powers, may have disrupted the communities that built complex instruments. Natural disasters also played a role. Fires, invasions, and earthquakes in the ancient Mediterranean destroyed countless libraries and workshops. If similar devices existed, they may have been lost during these periods of instability, erasing entire chapters of ancient engineering. Despite these hints of lost mechanical traditions appear in ancient writings descriptions of automata, clocks, and celestial spheres. Hero of Alexandria wrote extensively about mechanical devices, including self-opening temple doors and primitive steam-powered engines. These accounts suggest a culture fascinated by machines, one where skilled artisans blended mathematics, astronomy, and craftsmanship. The Antikythera Mechanism may have represented the peak of this tradition, a masterpiece crafted by minds centuries ahead of their age. In modern labs, engineers have built full replicas of the mechanism, proving the gears work exactly as ancient inscriptions described. These reconstructions reveal a device capable not only of predicting eclipses, but also modeling planetary cycles with surprising accuracy. Every gear, tooth, and dial reflects a deep understanding of celestial mathematics rarely attributed to the ancient world. The mechanism's front dial tracks the sun and moon, while the back panels display complex eclipse diagrams and long-term calendar cycles. Its layer design suggests teamwork, astronomers calculating ratio, artisans sculpting gears, and philosophers guiding the overall vision. Researchers believe this collaboration mirrors how ancient science truly worked, a blend of knowledge shared across cultures and generations. Today, the Antikythera Mechanism stands as evidence that humanity's pursuit of understanding the universe is far older and far more advanced than we imagined. It challenges the linear story of technological progress, hinting at lost innovations and forgotten scientific revolutions. What else lies undiscovered beneath the oceans, or buried in ancient ruins? How many inventions have vanished with time? If uncovering ancient technology fascinates you, subscribe and join us next week as we explore more mysteries that shaped our world.